Welcome to the second video making of a garage sale find I had a couple of weeks ago. I ended up buying 3 boxes worth of stuff. If you haven't seen the first video, please take a look. It's I paid $80 for everything that was in that first video, and I thought it was a really good score, so take a look. This box I paid $60 for, and as you can see, I got quite a bunch of stuff here, so I'm going to take you through some of it. So the first thing I wanted to take you through here is a nice gear wrench set. What I really like about this set, it's 8mm through 19mm. Unfortunately, it's missing the 12 and the 19. And of all the extra gear wrenches I got, and I got a lot of them, I don't have those two. I have an extra 3/4 which I could slide in there, which is basically the same thing as a 19. And I'll have to pick up a 12 over time. What I like about this is, like I said, is there's just no skips. Nowadays you can buy these. You can find these pretty reasonable, but a lot of them have skips. These are the older ones. I believe they're made in Taiwan. Really nice set. Really nice that you can just pull them, carry them around with you. Nothing's gonna fall out. Take them out to wherever you're working. So I'm sure that alone is worth pretty much what I paid for this set. Got some bigger wrenches, which I always like to find, because a lot of the Craftsman sets went up to a certain size, and very few people have the larger sizes. So if I ever wanted to complete a set, or I wanted to sell them, it just brings more value. Very few people have the 21mm, especially in the Craftsman. Most of the sets, the most it went up to was 20. I honestly don't have a 21, so I'm excited to have that one. It'll make my set a little bigger. And the same thing on the larger Craftsman wrenches. That is a 1" and a 15/16. So most sets went up to 7/8. The next thing I wanted to take you through here is some sockets. These are USA made G series, nothing crazy, but this is a this is the 3/8 drive, and that's a 10mm through 21. It skips 20, and I believe it skips 20, and that might be the only one it skips, but they're not worth a ton. About $40 on eBay right now they're getting for those deep ones. Now this one's worth a little bit more. This is the 1/2" drive, 12-point Craftsmans. They are G series. They're 13mm through 21mm. Yep, and there is no skips on these. Those are actually going for quite a bit these days. I think they're getting anywhere between $50 and $80. I see them going for on eBay. This is really cool. 18" SK 3/8 extension. I got a 12" SK and a 6". Those long ones I don't have. I used to have long ones when I used to do transmissions. I used to have like a 2-footer, a 24-incher. So that 18 is going to come in handy. This is just a set of 12-point metric Craftsman. I try to just pick up metric sockets these days. They're easier to sell. Everything's metric. I have tons of SAEs. So unless I see something that is just interesting or really old or good quality, I stay away from the SAE. Really cool wrench here I don't have, so I'm going to keep this one. This is a USA made Craftsman. They call it an obstruction wrench. Not worth a ton, $10, $15. I looked it up on eBay is what they're getting for them. Always grab these when I can. Old. Just a Crest alloy, so crescent wrench, probably made in Jamestown, New York. It says made in USA, but it doesn't say exactly where, but I think that's Jamestown, New York. Alright, so now moving on to the really cool stuff. I got a set of SK Stubby wrenches, not a complete set. It is missing some. These things go for about $120 used when they are a complete set. I'm missing the 10mm. I have 11, 12, 13. I'm missing the 14. Has 15, 16, 17. 2 17s, which is interesting. It's missing the 18 and 19. I'll probably sell it. And the reason I'll probably sell it is if I did want to, I'm not a big fan of Stubby. If I did want Stubby wrenches, I'd probably go with the ratcheting ones. And I want to be able to complete this beauty. This was my favorite thing in the whole set. And to me, this was worth the $60 by itself and then some. This is an SK Super Chrome 12-point wrench set. They're not long. They're about the size of the Craftsman standard wrenches, but they're 6-point and they are beautiful. And it unfortunately is missing the 12, and it is missing the 8mm. It's got the elusive 10, and it's got all the other sizes, just missing those two. The rack it's in is actually the original SK rack. and I really want to complete this set. So I looked on eBay, and they're expensive. So they're about $15 to $20 a wrench to replace them. So I'll keep my eyes open. I'm not going to rush, but I figured if I sell those Stubby sets, it'll pay for the 2 wrenches so I can complete this and have a really nice set. But just take a look at these. Are they not nice or what? I mean, 6-point, really hard to find these days. The chrome is beautiful on them. Just really excited about it. That was my favorite thing I got. I did pull out one of my old snap-on wrenches, 13 millimeter. It'll go in there. The other cool thing, until I can complete the set, is that this came with, I got a couple of these little mini ratchet and Craftsman wrenches that are really nice. They got a 5/16, which is great for battery terminals and stuff like that. And this is an 8mm, so I'll stick that 8mm in there to complete the set. At least it's all USA, but not what I want. I want to complete it 100% and add that to my collection. Just because of the miscellaneous things, I got the Hanson 3/8 socket organizer, a little Harbor Freight 1/4 inch, and I don't need those, but they're just good if you ever buy a big box of sockets and you want to sort them and go through it. And then I got these bar mats, which I've been looking for a while, and I got those thrown in as well. So I'll use them on my bar, clean them up, and keep stuff from running. So all of this stuff here, $60. Tell me what you think. Hopefully you enjoy it. Stay tuned. I'm going to make a 3rd video of the 3rd box. And the 3rd box I spent $100 on. I'm really curious to get your feedback on that, because I definitely don't feel it was as great as a value, but it could be. It had a couple of higher end things. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.